For those of us who have grown up and lived in Norwich, Jenny Lind has always been associated with the hospital for children, and before it moved out, and was incorporated into the Norfolk and Norwich at Coney. If, as a child, you needed medical care, you always went to the Jenny Lind as opposed to the hospital. We, as a special interest group, are sending another team to Germany in the spring of 2026, and having started the research for links to our region, we came up with whispers of romance between Jenny Lind and Felix Mendelssohn, a Leipzig resident, which have stirred curiosity for generations, and the truth is layered with admiration, artistry, and a touch of mystery. Jenny Lind, born in 1820 in Stockholm, was a world-renowned Swedish opera singer celebrated for her pure soprano voice and charitable spirit. She earned the nickname Swedish Nightingale and became one of the most beloved, and indeed financially successful performers of the 19th century. Jenny Lind first performed in Norwich in 1847, and her concerts were so well received that she returned in 1849 for 2 more performances at St. Andrew's Hall. These weren't just musical events, they were acts of generosity. The proceeds from her 1849 concerts were earmarked to fund a hospital for sick children. In 1853, a public meeting in Norwich endorsed the idea of a children's infirmary, and the following April the Jenny Lind Infirmary for sick children opened its doors in Pottergate, Norwich. We went there today and eventually found a plaque tacked to a wall which has, to be fair, seen better times. It became the second children's hospital in the UK, following Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, and the hospital was named in her honour and funded by the proceeds of her charity concerts. The hospital has treated over 4 million children since its founding, and via an interim home in Unthank Road, it eventually moved to the Norfolk and Norwich University Hospital, where it continues to provide specialised paediatric care, albeit as part of a massive complex rather than an individual medical centre. Jenny Lind's legacy lives on not just in music history, but in the lives of countless children and families in Norfolk. It's a beautiful example of how art and compassion can build something enduring. What about Felix? Was she his squeeze? Not in the conventional sense. But she may well have been the muse who stirred his heart and inspired his music. We will check it out next year in Leipzig and come back to this clip with an update.